Hey, how's it going? And welcome to the Never Lose Your Nerd channel. I'm Brandon.
I'm Ishmael.
All right, today's video, we're going to do a preview over the Mandalorian, episode 14, I believe, episode 7 of this season.
Yeah.
Yeah, the penultimate episode, the one before the finale. We're also going to talk about some theories about Grogu possibly going to the dark side, maybe being a Darth.
We don't
Maybe.
know. Well, we don't know what path he chose. He might have been talking to the essence of, what's it called, Darth Vader.
He could have been talking to Palpatine, all we know.
He could have been talking to Kylo. I was playing with
Yeah, talk about it next. All right, well, let's get into it. I've had some stuff going through my head. Possibly about Grogu getting trained by Gideon with the Darksaber.
Maybe.
Maybe him trying to make him bad.
Maybe. He's teaching him the dark side school.
Yeah, because it was just something I was thinking about because he was like, you ever seen this? And then Grogu like wasn't scared. He was like trying to touch it. He was like with his little Grogu hands. Like he was curious.
He was being an idiot.
But I mean, why?
Because why would you touch a lightsaber?
Well, just think, he was trained in the Jedi Academy, so he's probably played with sabers, used them, but like the training sabers. But I would think he would know not to touch the blade. But it was just about how he was like reaching for it. He was very curious.
I was like, yeah, give it to me or what? Like, I'm waiting. Come on.
Yeah, like he wasn't scared of it. It was kind of like he was like wanted to mess with it. So I don't know. I just thought in my head, well, maybe if he's curious, and then he didn't hurt Moff Gideon when he came in. Maybe Moff Gideon, like after they take his blood, or maybe they won't even do it. Maybe they'll just try to see if they can turn him bad.
What if Moff Gideon was the one that took him out that day?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
What if we find out Moff Gideon was a Jedi?
That'd be pretty cool.
But I don't think he doesn't have force powers. I think he would have showed them by now if he did have them. But what do you think about Grogu getting trained as a dark?
I said that before. He's probably going to choose a dark path.
He wouldn't be Darth Grogu because there's no Sith around anymore. It'd just be dark side Grogu.
I don't know what Grogu would be. He would just be a bad Grogu.
Well,
killing the Jedis. Another
thing I was thinking about is whenever Ahsoka was talking about his anger, he's very attached to you. I was thinking about what if Din gets killed and then Grogu's just so mad, he's so angry, he just takes it out on everybody, and then that rage and hate and anger fills him and he turns to the dark side.
He probably won't. He just probably will kill Moff Gideon.
I mean, it's a possibility that he could kill Gideon, but then Thrawn comes in and he's like, oh, my new apprentice.
Right?
Huh. Maybe.
I didn't think about that. I'm sorry.
And then Grogu picks up the Darksaber and Thrawn trains him as his apprentice.
But I don't think Thrawn knows how to use a lightsaber.
No, he's not, but he would just be like his guy.
He'd be like, this is how
his baby Grogu.
This is how you swing it. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, Grogu is so powerful, he could just go crazy. And this is stuff that ain't going to happen. For sure, 99%. Just theories going through my head I've been thinking about.
But Grogu can't even use the Force for that long.
Yeah, well, it's just because he hasn't used it. It's just like if you haven't worked out or you haven't trained muscles or something, like first day you go out, you're gonna be down for like 3 days because you're gonna be so sore, so tired. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of the same thing. If you're not training, if you're not...
Well, after he went to the temple thing, the stone, it seemed like he had more power.
Yeah, maybe. We don't know. He could have got more power and more energy, but I mean, he did get tired. And then whenever he was on the ship and he beat up the stormtroopers, that's another thing. He uses a lot of force choke.
My guy was like Thanos.
Yeah, but Luke has used force choke.
Who used force choke?
Luke in Return of the Jedi when he choked the little pig guys, the guards.
Oh yeah, he did, right?
So
I mean, I don't think it's illegal. I think it's just something that they don't like to do because why would you choke somebody in the first place? There's no need. But like I guess Grogu thinks it's like all right.
Yeah, I mean Jedi have done it, but just the fact that he's still a baby, we don't know his development with the species, so he still doesn't really know what he's doing fully. Mm-hmm. I don't think. So I mean, you could still turn him to the dark side if you still get him while he's young. If he thinks Din abandoned him, and then Moff Gideon like slowly being nice to him, slowly like training him, slowly like It could happen.
I mean, right? That's what they happened in Megamind.
Megamind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, explain.
Megamind came back. He came from his world, right? And he landed it's exactly in prison. And the prison people had cars and they were like cops. Bad. Robbing banks. Good. You know? They might be doing that.
Never seen Megamind, so I don't know. But yeah, I think the possibilities of a dark side Grogu would be interesting, but pretty sure it's not going to happen. But like I said, just some crazy theories.
Maybe it will hint at it. Like Grogu trying to go back for a second. But then like Mando will come in. He's like, oh, wait, you're still alive. I was about to kill all these people. Now I won't.
Yeah, and then maybe at some point he sacrifices himself, and then Grogu kills Moff Gideon or
That's
something.
kind of dumb. Why would he? Why Mando would sacrifice himself?
If he sees the Grogu going to be killed, and then he sacrifices himself for him to live, and then Grogu avenges him.
I think Ahsoka will sacrifice herself.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll get into that in a minute about who could show up, but I don't know. Any other theories or things you think about Darkseid Grogu, how he could turn or change? But yeah, it's more just the stuff Ahsoka said about his anger and he's very attached and all this stuff. Like
yeah, he's loyal like a dog.
Like the anger and all that stuff. The hate could turn him dark, but like I said, I don't think it would happen. But let us know your theories.
Is that what happened to Anakin?
The whole thing was about Padme. He didn't want to lose Padme, so he wanted to learn how to keep people from dying because he couldn't save his mother. So, yeah, it was all about attachment. Like he didn't want to lose Padme, like he lost his mother, and then he was very. A lot of it had to do with Mace and his attitude. I think Mace Windu turned Anakin against the Jedi a lot too, just because he was a big jerk, to him. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, interesting. Like I said, let us know your theories or thoughts on a dark side Grogu possibly ever turning. Be interesting. All right, let's talk about this next episode coming up. I haven't looked up the name or anything, so I don't even know what it's called. So don't get spoiled. Besides the people we already have, do you think Cara Dune's coming with them?
Yes, obviously, because the way she made her face whenever they said the child has been taken.
She's like, I ain't gonna come. He's like, they took the child. She's like, oh, heck no.
Right.
Do you think Griff Karga will come?
No.
I think they need to leave the old man at home.
Right.
I think he's more of a diplomat. He's more like running the city. And he wasn't there whenever Mando showed up, so I don't think he's going to come either. They're going to get Mayfield. Another thing I'm thinking of is, do you think there's somebody else at the prison we're going to pick up? A surprise guest?
Maybe those guys that have the spider guy and the one-eye guy.
Yeah. No. Besides any of that, just something that would be like, holy crap, like some surprise person that we're not thinking of that could show up.
What if Luke is there?
What if Chewie is in the prison? Chewbacca.
Maybe.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
What if Chewie and Han Solo was there? Because weren't they already together?
Yeah. No, I don't think Han Solo. I'm thinking more Chewie because I'm thinking like the Solo movie where he was in that prison camp. I'm thinking maybe a Chewbacca would be interesting.
Maybe a Piggy would be in there.
But besides that, there's other characters we haven't seen in live action. There's Hondo. There's some bounty hunters we haven't seen.
What if we see Rex there?
No, like I said, he's like 90 years old. He's in a retirement home somewhere. But I don't know. It's interesting to see some surprise character we haven't seen in a long time. Like Boba Fett showed up and all these people. So, like I said, maybe Chewbacca. Who knows? So where do you think we're going? Like after they go to the prison, do you think they're going to go pick up anybody else? Ahsoka, Bo-Katan.
I think they might call Bo-Katan. I think this is where they set up everybody to be in that one film, that one part. Mm-hmm. I think this is gonna be part 1. Yeah, it's gonna be part 2.
Yeah.
Because the way they're setting it up is gonna be like a double part to be continued.
All right.
So I think Bo-Katan's gonna be there. Ahsoka might show up at the end because she might feel Grogu calling out because he's finally learned how to do that. And since he finally knows that there's Jedis there now still, And we might probably see one big surprise at the second one.
Yeah, we'll save those theories for the last episode because I think if Luke and Ahsoka and Bo-Katan, I think they'll probably show up at the finale.
Where is Sabine?
I don't know. Maybe. Hey, maybe Sabine's in the prison.
All right. Isn't she like a crazy person though?
I heard people speculate that the girl that's there with Moff Gideon on the ship
Is the one
could
that-
be Sabine
The one that looks like a man.
undercover. Because there's been plenty of episodes in like Rebels where they infiltrate the whatever the bad guys, and like they'll be an officer and people won't know it. It's a crazy theory, but
But like,
well, what if that's Sabine?
if it was Sabine, why don't they just blow off Moff Gideon's face and head and everything else?
Because she's waiting, like she's waiting for the right time, and she's seeing what's going on. Maybe she's waiting, and then she's gonna call in Bo-Katan. They're gonna
right,
attack
because
at the right time.
that does seem smart though, right? Because they show her in many lines. They use her in many times and all that. She has dialogue. She has screen time. She has...
Yeah, she's just a random character that showed up like the episode before last, and we're like, yeah, they keep showing her for some reason.
And she always smiles whenever she does the stuff. Like, sure, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, so that would definitely be a surprise if that's Sabine. I'm not thinking it is, but just throwing it out there. But yeah, possibly Sabine's at the prison camp. Said maybe Chewbacca. That's another wild one I just thought about. But besides that, I just think this episode is setting up the finale. I don't think there's going to be any big, massive fights or battles. We could be totally wrong, but I just think they're going to get the crew. They're going to break out Mayfield, which I'm not excited for him. So
What about anybody from like Rogue One? Is there?
Everybody's dead.
Holy, like you being for real?
Do you remember?
No, because I always fall asleep in that movie.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that movie's trash.
Oh my gosh. Everybody's dead. But yeah, I mean, not much to say about like the preview because, like I said, basically they got Cara Dune. They're gonna go break out Mayfield. Possibly we could find a surprise character at the prison, and then it's gonna show them tracking them, and then at the end, maybe there could be a big cliffhanger. I'm sure there will be,
There probably will be.
but I don't know what it could be. Maybe Bo-Katan is showing up, and then they're like, "We're gonna go get him now" or something. I don't know.
I think this
Who knows?
this episode's gonna be like everybody gathering.
It's gonna be like Avengers Assemble
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah. Just never compare Star Wars to Avengers.
And then the last is better.
Yeah.
Star Wars is better.
No.
Yes. No. That's a debate for another day.
Never say that.
Star Wars kicks Avengers' butt.
No, it's Avengers, then DC.
Star Wars is the best. Forget
To
the
me-
turtles.
To me, it's Avengers.
Turtles are the best. Shut your
Mine's
mouth.
Avengers,
X-Men are the best.
DC, and then Star Wars.
That's my guy. Wolverine. Apocalypse is my favorite villain.
my favorite character's not up here.
All right. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and wrap it up there, and then we'll have our reaction out Friday night. Yeah.
Friday night? Whoa, Friday night?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, let us know y'all's theories and what y'all think are going to happen in the episode.
Yep.
Well, if you would, please like the video.
Subscribe to our channel.
Hit the bell for notifications.
And we'll see you on the next one.
All right. Bye.
Bye.